Hey y'all, and welcome to today's video. I took a moment to sit down and batch record this video because of the simple fact that I had time and it was fresh on my mind. So there are some really cool projects that you guys can do using Pebblego. Pebblego is a great website that not only allows you to give your students the opportunity to explore through animals, science, social studies, and more. It's just a great way to incorporate this into like writing as well. So Pebblego is something that I definitely would like basically advise my students to use in the near future. This is something that I would definitely have on like my Canvas page if you guys are like into that. Anyways, needless to say, I have a book that I have created, and basically what I did was put a white sheet on the front and then a white sheet on the back. The first sheet is going to be your cover. Your cover is clearly going to be whatever it is you're researching, right? So what I wanted to share with you guys is a great idea if you guys are doing research on animals on pebblego.com. When going to Pebblego, you easily will just need to sign in. Pebblego is a great resource for a lot of things, for like animals, biographies, health, science, and social studies, as I said before. So in today's video, I'm showing you guys how to do an animal project book. You're gonna click on animals. When they're choosing their animals, right, you guys need to give them, or can give them, the opportunity to research any animal that they want to. If I was to choose to want to research a mammal, right, I can go in and there's multiple categories for animals. Literally multiple categories for animals. If you're looking for an amphibian, animal behavior, animal classification, animal habitats, birds, dinosaurs, fish, insects and spiders, invertebrates, mammals, pets and farm animals, and reptiles. There's also games and questions of the day that you guys can answer. Now, if I wanted to choose a mammal, I'm gonna click on mammal. And there's multiple things that pop up. So not only can I choose from a mammal, right? I can also go into each one and see which one I would like to do. You can go in and out. They have a lot of different mammals, and these are all like the different types. So mostly all of the wild cat category. If I'm not looking to do a mammal, that's totally fine. There's also fish, there's insects and spiders, and then you also can go to like animal classifications. So we have amphibians, about birds, about fish, about insects, about invertebrates, about mammals, about reptiles, about spiders. That's gonna help you also when you're doing your research, but mainly you're looking for whatever fish you're looking for. If you're under fish, so a lot of different type of sharks, and then there's different type of other fish. And then under animal habitats, if you're looking for an animal that lives in the polar region, you're gonna click on polar animals, and it's gonna tell you where they live at. But if you want it to be very specific, I definitely will go in and go like to mammals, and then do whales and other mammals, and then like go to like killer whales, instead of just searching up ocean animals. So the way that this project would go is they would pick an animal and they would have to do research on it. The research can either be written on regular paper, lined paper, or it could also be to where you create the worksheet. So the first part of the worksheet would be simply like with a header where they would write what animal they're researching, okay? And then they're going into Pebblego and they're gonna write it up here. And then you can make another box where it says where my animal lives. And then you also could go in there and talk about the food that they eat. And then you can also do fun facts. For first grade, the bare minimal is probably possible. So habitat, food, and fun facts is all that can be done. Especially if it's like in the curriculum that you need to be focusing on. So if I chose killer whales, I would literally write killer whales up here. I would write by my name, And then there needs to be a picture of a killer whale in here. That's for them to do. On the inside of the book, you can create a page where it says all about, and then you would write killer whales by, and then I would need to write my name. This is the table of contents, and then they're gonna write the page numbers of what these things are. So I would write habitat, food, and fun facts. If I have more than 3 pages, then I wanna make sure that I do what I need to do. With these, for first graders, I definitely would recommend, like, if they have habitat and food on one page, I would write habitat, page 1, food, page 1. That way you know that both of those are on the same page. When you flip open this book, you're gonna see blank pages like this, where they get to draw pictures of the animal that they are researching. So if they're writing down about habitat, they would put like, oh, killer whales live in oceans. And the thing about Pebblego is that you can easily push play on these and it's gonna read it to them.
Killer whales live in oceans. Most killer whales are found in cold polar areas. A thick layer of blubber keeps them warm in the cold water.
So that was just one section. It will play the passage for each section that there is. So in Pebblego, there are sections like the body, the habitat, the food, the life cycle, fun facts, and then you can read more about like dolphins or beluga whales. There's also ways to cite using this website. There's also articles, activities, videos, listening, and range that you guys can also learn about. There are bold blue words that are going to tell the kids what they are. And the good thing about this is that it also will read the glossary definition to them so that they know what a mammal is. So they're reading the sentence, killer whales are ocean mammals. They could sit back and wonder what a mammal is.
Mammal. A warm-blooded animal that has a backbone and hair or fur. Female mammals feed milk to their young.
So they just would either, depending on like the grade, pick, like 1 or 2 to 3 sentences of what they would like to write about from, that section, and that would go here. The picture that I see for habitat has a killer whale out in the ocean. And then the next page would be used for food. And with the next page being used for food, I see a killer whale eating a sea lion. The next page would be used for fun facts. Fun facts normally have about 3 fun facts, so they really should just choose just one by first grade. If you feel like they could do more, then you could choose 2. And then just draw, what that fun fact is. So 3 fun facts about killer whales is that they spy hop, they poke their heads out of the water, which is what spy hop means, and that they are also called orcas, and that they live and hunt together in pods. So if they wanted to write the sentence that says killer whales live and hunt together in pods, you could draw more than one killer whale to match the picture. Now, at the end of the book, I just left that blank. They could easily either write some more facts. They could also do the life cycle. They also, could decorate that as well. So it would just be like a little book, something that you guys can share if you guys have like buddies that you guys work with from an older grade, or you can share it in the classroom. You also could share this with parents if it's near like a conference date where they need to come in. This is just a great way to share with your family. There's also things like publishing parties that, first graders and kindergartners might do just to show their families their work. So I hope that this gave you guys a really great lesson into, how to use Pebblego, what you can use it for. If there's other ideas that you guys use Pebblego for, drop them down below, because I would love to see some other ideas other than animals on like what you guys use Pebblego for. Pebblego is definitely a really great resource for kids. It's just a great resource in general to get to know animals, get to know science, social studies, and of course biographies about people in this world. So I hope to see you guys in the video tomorrow.